Good afternoon, PK Cronus.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Did you have a good day at school?
No.
Okay, well let's make it a better day now. All right. I'm going to come around and check your homework. While I'm checking your homework, I want you to talk with each other about your opinions on hiking in the mountains that we learned about last week.
Okay. Who first? Okay, what's the first one? I don't like hiking. I think it is fun because, like, in mountains, the air is clean and fresh, and it is cool because the wind comes. How would you? I think hiking because it is dangerous. Because it's dangerous. You can't do it at all. Just sleep and I think that. But like our it's not very like this much sleep, so like if we stay, then we don't step on rocks and just go around. But it can be more dangerous.
Okay. What were some of your opinions on hiking? Did you like it? No? Who doesn't like hiking? Why not?
Because it's tired.
It's tiring?
Because my legs hurt.
Oh, it makes your legs hurt. Is it safe hiking?
No. Sometimes safe, sometimes.
Sometimes what?
Sometimes a little full of
It can be dangerous.
But I think that is good because when we go there, the air is clean and the wind, there's wind, so it is cool. And when it is dangerous, like when the rocks is dangerous, we can when we just don't need to step on rocks and just go grounds. And if it can be dangerous, we can. Some roads are not very dangerous, and we can go there.
Yeah, some hiking is dangerous, but some is more easy. All right. So last week we talked about facts and opinions. Jackie, do you remember the difference between a fact and opinion?
Yeah. The fact is a statement or things that can be proven, but opinion is something or someone's thinking or feeling.
Exactly. Very good. Okay. So let's quickly go over our homework on page 165 in your practice book. We talked about the different characters that went hiking in lesson 28. Who was one of the characters that had a lot of opinions? Page 165.
Tail was the one who had a lot of opinion.
Good. And where was the setting? Where were they when he was talking about his opinions?
On the mountains.
On the mountains. What was one of the problems they encountered?
They don't know which way they were going.
They got lost. Okay. Donna, what was the events that happened? How did they find their way?
about that. I didn't wrote about that.
Okay, you wrote about a different problem.
Yes.
What was the problem that you wrote about?
Kel was afraid to go up the climbing wall.
He was afraid. Why did he think? What did he think? Why was he afraid? Jackie?
Because he said it was steep.
It was steep. Was that a fact or an opinion?
Opinion.
An opinion. Good. All right. Question C, number 1. At the end of the story, Teo says, I feel like I could reach the peak of the mountain. Do you think that's a fact or an opinion?
Opinion.
An opinion. Why, Sandra?
Opinion because Teo can't reach the peak of the mountain and someone can think like Teo.
Yeah, it's not something that's been proven. It's just his feeling. Question 2. Grace, what are 2 facts given in the story?
Javer said that I am Javer. Jaber said that I am Jaber, and we are going to teach about rock climbing.
Okay, so you're saying he said, I'm Jaber, and that was a proven fact. And we were going climbing. Good, they went climbing. Sylvia, did you have any other facts?
In the story, the fact is, some of the fact is the sun moves west and the shadow moves east.
Good. Okay, let's go ahead and close our practice book and look at page 281. Page 281 in our student book. Donna, can you name a person in the story who mostly expressed his opinions?
Teo is one of the characters that said a lot of opinions.
Okay. What was one of the opinions that he said?
One of his opinion is, I feel as if I could reach the peak of the mountain.
Right. And Jackie, who is the person that stated mostly facts in the story?
Karen is the person in the story who mostly states facts.
Okay. How does that make you think about the characters in the story? Does it give you an opinion on the characters?
Yes.
Yeah, if one is saying his opinion all the time, maybe he's not right.
I cannot trust him very well.
Right. So today we're going to talk about characters in a story and getting to know them a little bit better. When you're reading a story, we'll look for hints on how you can get to know the characters better. So if you see on the board, we have some pictures of some people who play sports. What is the name that we give people who play sports?
Athlete.
An athlete, good. What do you guys think? Do you like to play sports?
Yes.
Donna, what kind of sports do you play?
I usually play poison ball in my elementary school.
Poison ball? Sandra, what about you? What sports do you like?
Jump
Jump rope. Grace, what sports do you play?
I just play tennis and badminton.
Very good. Sylvia, what do you play?
In my elementary school, we usually play poison ball.
Poison ball seems to be popular. And Jackie?
The poison ball, T-ball, soccer, baseball, badminton, and etc.
Wow, very. Would you say Jackie's an athlete? I think so. Plays lots of sports.
I like sports.
Yeah. Do you guys think that sports should be fun, or do you think that they should be hard work?
Sometimes hard, sometimes. I think it has to be fun, because fun is just hard. Like, we don't want to do it, and when it's fun, we want to do it so we can do it well.
Yeah, if you have more fun, then maybe you're not so focused on winning, right? Do you ever go to your friends' sporting events and cheer for them? My brothers like sporting, like basketball. So I went there to cheer him. Oh, good. Okay. So let's look at the board. We have some new vocabulary words on page 282 in our student book. Which person do you think looks like an athlete? Yes, Sandra.
The swimming back.
What is he holding up in the background?
Korean flag.
The Korean flag. Does anyone know his name? A famous Korean swimmer. What is it called when you play in a final game? It's the last game. A championship. Which one do you think looks like they won the championship? Yes, Donna.
I think the second picture, they're holding a trophy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What do we call it? I said cheering. When you cheer on someone, what's another word here that you might see on page 282? Yes. Rooting, yes. Which people in the picture are rooting?
The third picture. They're like cheerleaders.
Yeah, they have pom-poms. They look very happy. When you cheer, you're usually excited.
Yes.
What two people look like they're competing against each other? Which two people look?
Competitor.
The last two. What do you call two people?
Competitors.
Good.
They look like fighting.
They look like they're fighting, right?
They are.
They are fighting.
For winning.
And what does it mean to win? On page 282, what's another word for winning?
Succeed.
Succeed. Which picture looks like he succeeded in his race? The man running?
Yes.
Yeah, he's about to cross the finish line.
Yes.
Good. Okay,
I was so happy.
Athletes train hard to do what?
To win.
What's another word for win?
To succeed.
Succeed. Good. Sylvia, how does rooting for a team help the players on the team?
The players get happier and want to play the sport more.
Yeah. Makes them more excited about playing the sport when they know they have people cheering them on. What's the title of lesson 29?
Spreading joy.
Okay, on page 282.
Working hard and having fun.
So what do you think we're going to talk about? Okay, Jackie, can you please read the first two sentences and we'll just go down the row.
An athlete is someone who plays a sport. Tennis players are athletes. So are tennis players. Athletes train hard to succeed. They go to practice. They go to games. Yeah, they push themselves. Every competitor wants to win, but no one can win all the time. Everyone has good days and bad days. The last game of the season is the championship. The two best teams play. The crowds are rooting for their teams. One group cheers for this team. Other group cheers for that team.
Good. So our story on page 284 is about an athlete and her story. By the title, Jackie, what's the title of the story?
Sprinting Joyce.
By the title of the story, can you guys guess what sport she's playing? Yes, Sandra? Running a race. Good. Does anyone know another name for that sport? Jackie?
Cat?
Good. Let's go ahead and read page 285. Sandra, can you start?
Joyce told her friend Leslie what was going on. Well, it's the sports editor of the school paper, said Leslie.
So what do you think? Is Joyce's friend Leslie going to give her a better nickname than Slowpoke?
Yes.
Yeah. Donna, how could Leslie's plan change Roy's mind about whether she's a slowpoke or not?
They can make her that she's not a slowpoke.
Good. What does she want to do, Sandra? What does Leslie want to do for Joyce?
We want to do something good, so Roy wasn't called her slowpoke.
Good. Sylvia, what does Leslie want to write about Joyce?
She wants to write about Joyce as an athlete of the track team.
Right, and she's going to write an article in the newspaper. A newspaper article. So please come up to the board. Okay. So Sylvia, can you write down some things about Roy? What do we know about him from reading just the beginning of the story?
Roy likes to tease Joyce.
Sandra, can you think of something else that we know about Roy from the beginning of the story?
Roy is kind, okay, because he gives her a ride.
Right, so Roy gives Joyce a ride to school. Who is Roy in this story?
Joyce's brother. Big brother.
Big brother, good. He's her big brother. Can you write that next to his name? Okay, so our experience so far, knowing that he's her big brother, that he likes to tease her, but he gives her a ride every day. So under my experience, Sylvia, can you tell us what your thoughts are about Roy from the beginning of the story? Do you like Roy? As a character? Is he your favorite character? No? Why? Why, Donna?
He's like my brother. He like teases me, and I don't really like him.
Grace, what do you think? You have an older brother, right? No? An older sister? Does she ever tease you? How does it make you feel?
Stressed.
Stressed? Does it, so relating to that situation, because you have an older sister who teases you, do you like Roy in the story very much?
No.
For teasing?
Yeah. It's the same as my sisters.
No, okay. Sandra, do you have an older brother or sister?
Older brother.
Do they ever help you?
I don't know. No.
Not really?
Yeah.
Does anyone have an older sibling who helps them sometimes? Maybe by driving them somewhere or by
He's
walking
a
with
middle
them?
school student.
So he's not a driver yet? Okay.
When I was like younger, my brother more helpful.
Helped you?
When I was young, he was very kind, but like when he goes to like fifth grade or like sixth grade, and he's not very kind to me.
So we're going to change a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I would have fit in.
So Sylvia, what do we know about Leslie?
Leslie tried to help Joyce with the problem.
What do we know about Leslie? She is Joyce's friend. Can you write that up there?
She can write articles.
She can write articles. Good.
And she's a nice friend. She likes to help Joyce.
Right. She's Joyce's friend.
I think she really like. I think she doesn't really like Roy because he teases her friend.
Yeah, so maybe she feels bad for her friend a little bit and she wants to help her.
Yes.
So she's her friend, she likes to write articles, and she can keep a secret. Is that what you're going to write? Good. She can keep a secret. So how does that make you feel about Leslie? What are your thoughts by reading the beginning of the story?
I like her.
Yeah, she sounds like a good friend, huh?
Yes, I want to have a friend like that.
Oh, did any of you have a friend like that? That keeps your secrets and would help you out? No?
Maybe.
Sylvia, do you have a friend like that? Yeah? So let's write down my experience. What are our thoughts about Joyce, about Leslie in the beginning? We like her.
Yes. She's He's very kind. We want to have friends like that.
Yeah, we want to have friends like that.
Ow.
Okay. Sylvia, can you please read on page 290?
How about 289?
Thank you. You may sit down. Can you read on page 290?
How about 289?
290.
It was time for the next race. Joyce led the team to a big win. Did you know that SJ is shorter for sprinting Joyce? Leslie and Roy asked Roy. Roseman, I will call you Slogan. I promise. Joyce was happy. Leslie wrote about the race. She chose the headline for the story, Winning Team Gets Cheers from Roy.
Good. So Sandra, can you go ahead and step up to the board, please? So how does Joyce feel now?
Joyce is happy
Why?
because Roy said sorry.
Roy said he was sorry. So let's go ahead and write my thoughts under my thoughts after reading. What do you guys think about Roy now? Do you still think he's the mean older brother? He's not bad?
He's not very bad.
So after reading the entire story, do you feel like you understand his character a bit more? Understand what he's like a bit more?
Not really.
Do you think maybe we misjudged what kind of person he was? We thought he was a bad person? What are other thoughts about Roy? He smiles and says, I won't call you a slowpoke anymore.
But I think he's not very good now too because he teases her and he trusts her that she's not a slowpoke when he sees it by his eyes. So I think he's not really good now too.
Okay. So you still don't really like him. Does anybody else see him in a different way? Do they think after reading what he does at the end that maybe he's a nice brother?
Oh.
Okay.
I think he's a nice brother because sometimes my brother don't say sorry to me, but he says sorry.
So can we write that on the board? He's a nice brother. What happens at the end of the story with Leslie?
She asked Roy that he knew that SJ is short for sprinting Joyce.
Yeah, so have we learned any more about Leslie?
Leslie is nice.
Yeah, she's a good friend. So how do we see through reading the end of the story how a person's character can be built up as you read through the entire story?
Like my sense are like different from like beginning and like till after I read all.
Right, right. The more you read the story, the more you learn about someone, and maybe it'll even change your opinion about them. Good. Okay, you may sit down. Okay, so next time we'll talk a little bit more about Joyce's character.
Okay, thank you, teacher.